Okay, here we go, guys. Here is the answer key for today's homework assignment, which was Unit 4.5, Lesson 3, Day 5's homework sheet. Today is April 6th of 2020, and we'll get right into the answers. So question 1 says, what is 4 times 2/8? And show your answer with the tape diagram. Now remember, you're not going to be able to draw the tape diagram on your homework assignment that you submit to me, so I will do it here just so you can see what it would look like, and hopefully you did it along with your work on paper as well. So we know if I take a whole number times a fraction, it's really just multiplying the whole number times the numerator, so 4 times 2 is 8. 8 over 8, we know that equals 1 whole. So my tape diagram is going to be split into, wow, that's really bad. It's going to be split into 8s because my denominator is 8. So half, fourths, and half of a fourth is an 8. Okay, so I've got 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, and 1/8. So if I'm taking 4 times 2/8, so that means I'm taking a 2/8 and I'm doing it 4 times. So there's a group of 2/8, there's a group of 2/8, there's a group of 2/8, and there's a group of 2/8. And when I look when I'm done, I have the whole thing that is circled, so I know 4 times 2/8 is equal to 1 whole. Okay, question 2. Janet gives $5.05 to Norma. If Janet started with $76, how much money does she have left? All right, there's my question. So there's an important number, there's an important number. Now, this question is actually a preview of our next unit, which is decimals. So this is actually, she gives her that money, so that means she's taking it out of what she has. So this is a subtraction problem. Now, the thing with decimals is that it's really, really important that you always remember, I need to line up my decimals. So I've got $5.05. What some people might be tempted to do is just do 5.05 and get that in there, and that's completely wrong because the decimals aren't lined up. So if I'm lining up my decimals, if I'm subtracting 5.05, the 05 goes in the cents part. 5 is in my ones because it's $1, and then I subtract from there. And from here, it's just like a regular subtraction problem. If I have 0, I can't take 5 away, so I've got to borrow from next door. Next door is nobody there, so I go next door again. I can borrow 1 from that 6, that becomes a 5, and I move that 1 over here, and that makes that a 10. So I still can't take anything away from 0, so now that I have a 10 next door neighbor, I can go in and borrow from him, makes that a 9. This is now going to become a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5, 9 minus 0 is 9, 5 minus 5 is 0, and 7, bring that down. And the only thing that's different about a regular subtraction problem and a decimal problem is that that decimal comes straight down into your answer, and I know it's a money problem, so my label is going to be a $sign. And to answer my question, how much money does she have left? Janet has $70.95 left. And there is your answer to that question. Okay. All right, question number 3. Now, I know you don't have tape diagrams at home probably, or fraction sticks at home to work on this one, but we can kind of draw something that will get us something really similar. So my suggestion would be is draw them so they're all the same size, split it into your 3 tape diagrams, split everybody in half. All right, so my first fraction is 3/4, so it's split into halves. Now I'm going to split that one into fourths. Okay, so there's my 1/4. My second one I'm going to split into 8s because my denominator is 8, so I can just bring down my fourth lines, and I know 8s are half of a fourth. So I'm going to label everybody as my 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, and 1/8. Now, 10/12. All right, well, half of 12 is 6. So I have to get 6 fraction pieces on this side, and the rest go on this side. So if I'm splitting those up, well, half of 6 is 3. So halfway in between here is going to be 3. Then I got to get a 2 and a 1 and a 4 and a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know this is going to be kind of an approximate. There's 2 on that side of it. There's 2 on that side of it. And these guys are all 12ths. Okay, all 12ths here. And then what I can do is I can just go in and start doing my shading. So my first one on my 4s, I have 3 out of my 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, which goes this far. 5/8, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which goes here. So of these two, we see 3/4 is definitely bigger because 5/8 stops right there. And 10/12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10's gonna go all the way to here. And just by a little bit, I can see that 10/12 is gonna be my larger fraction. So 10/12 is gonna be the greatest fraction. Okay, let me move my copy up here and I'll scoop my paper out for the last question. And the last question is a division problem. Ricardo has $360. Movie tickets are $9 each. How many movie tickets can Ricardo buy? Let's see. Sorry about the jiggle in there. He's got $360, 9 tickets each. So again, our division problem is going to look something like this. 360 divided by 9 equals X. Now, it's been a while since we divided, so if you remember, our strategy is to try to figure out how many groups of 9 can I take out of 360. Now, some people right away are going to think basic facts. 9, 36, something's going on there that I could probably do. I know 9 times 4 is 36. 360 is 10 times more. So I can take a group of 40 out of 360 because 9 times 40 is 360. And how many groups of 40 go into there? So if I take that out, then 40 is going to be my answer. Now, other people might say, oh, I don't remember 9 times 4 is 36. So maybe I want to start taking out groups of 10. And 10 groups of 9 is 90. And in that case, I'll do some work over here. I can subtract out 90 and I get 270 left over. And I can keep subtracting out groups of 90 until I have a remainder or nothing left over. Or I might see, 270, 9 times 3 is 270. I can kind of go about that way as well. However it works for you, the basic answer is going to end up with 40, all right? So Ricardo has 40 tickets he can buy with his money. And that's going to be your answer to the last one. Okay. All right. So again, these are the answers to the homework assignment for today. Check them at your leisure and just make sure you get that all done and squared away by tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. All right. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.